Hi, this is Toby, and today I'll be showing you another spring update of my backyard, and I do this every year where I show you how my plants are going and I tell you about some of the videos that I'm currently working on. So let's get started with this video. Let's start here with my Dendrobium kingianum. I've got two flowers here. I've got more Dendrobium kingianum here. I am making a video that's showing my Dendrobium from bud to bloom, and that will come out later hopefully. I think after my Dendrobium kingianum finish blooming, I will also make a video on how to propagate them by dividing the clumps, and this was one that I propagated by dividing the clump. You can see it started to bloom. If we come over here, my other Dendrobium is doing well. More Dendrobium kingianum. I'll probably be splitting this clump after it finishes blooming. Got my Dendrobium gracilical here blooming. I have pollinated the flower. I'm getting seed, although you can't really grow them from seed that easily, but it's still interesting to see what the fruit looks like. I will be showing you more videos on my Dendrobiums in separate videos. Hopefully I'll do one for the Hildepoxen like before, and then I'll do another one for the Speciosums. My Dendrobium Wayne's Gold also finished blooming. I've got seed. I have cleaned up this area. I've been cleaning up most of my garden so it looks a lot neater. But there's a lot of pre-bonsai here, and I'm still working on some of the pre-bonsai videos, so they will be coming out soon. Got an interesting little pine tree that's got male cones, and this is only around 4 years old, this seedling, so it's very interesting. The cones haven't opened up yet. Got my Velthemia bracteata here. It's starting to finish blooming now. I've got my Masonia. I've got some Euphorbia obesa seedlings growing in there. That'll be in a separate video. The seeds haven't germinated. Some more Euphorbia obesa seedlings. Some seedlings down there. My Hortius down there. Not much going on just yet. My Astrophyllum seedlings that I grew, I'll show you later. They're in the greenhouse. Got some Epiphyllum seedlings. My Dendrobium tetragonum just finished blooming. The flowers have wilted. Let me see if I can come over here. The flowers have pretty much wilted. You see, this is still kind of, you can still kind of see the shape, but it's wilted. My Schlumbergera, they're going to be growing soon. I do have another Dendrobium here, this Dendrobium Euryalus, which is also blooming and looking quite nice. Not much going on here. My Bauria volubilis, my climbing onions, I haven't taken them out yet. I should do that soon. My Epiphyllums, I've repotted most of them and cleaned the area up, so this place looks a lot neater. They will be growing very soon. You can see I'm getting flower buds already. These are some of the cuttings we grew in that video, and they're starting to put on new growth as well. My other Epiphyllums are also starting to put on growth, and they will green up soon. The weather has been quite strange recently because it was quite cold, and all of a sudden we had days where it was up to almost 30 degrees, so we pretty much skipped spring and went straight to summer. And I don't know how these plants are going to react. Most of these plants were not going to leaf out, and all of a sudden they pretty much leafed out really quickly. So the maples as well, they leafed out really quickly. The buds weren't swelling before, and then within a week or so they kind of just pushed out really quickly because the weather warmed up so fast. But got my Sengokaku, my Deshoja, and my normal maple here, all developing quite nicely. Some other pre-bonsai. I do have some videos that I've stored or I've uploaded that I haven't released yet, and they'll be coming soon. I've repotted my Sequoia forest, and you can see they're looking quite nice with all that new growth. It does need a bit of pruning after the growth hardens off. This little section here, which I'll try and make look kind of like a little rainforest, I guess, because some of the more shady plants, or plants that need more shade, grow here. My Davidson's plum, one of my pine, my Moreton Bay fig. I feel like it's thickened up quite a lot since the video. I will have to repot it and prune it soon. More Deshoja maple cuttings from that video. I showed you how to grow them from cuttings, so they're still alive. They have the nice red foliage. These are probably going to be backups to my bonsai. I do have another Moreton Bay fig here that I've grown onto a dead tree, so that'll be interesting to work on. Greenhouse doing quite nicely. I didn't lose any plants over winter, which is really good. My Astrophyllum seedlings, I've got a few pots. I've got some there, I've got some here, got some here, got more over there, more there. Some variegated ones that somehow managed to survive. If you remember all those white seedlings that came out, some of them turned green, some of them turned red. So some of them that survived, I'm going to grow them separately, and hopefully they'll grow bigger, and they should be okay. Got more astrophyte seedlings here. I've got way too many, so I'll have to give some away. More astrophytum seedlings. Other than those seedlings, everything seems to be doing fine. My euphorbias are starting to put new growth. The cacti are greening up after I've already watered them. My lithops starting to split. Again, more flowers coming out of my cacti. So everything will be growing very soon when I give them another water. I've already given them a water because it just warmed up so quickly. I'm glad nothing got damaged from the sun, because if stuff warms up too quickly, they could get a bit sun scorched or sun stressed. My adeniums that I showed you how to grow in that video, the Nova Tanzanias, see, the buds are starting to become green, so they're doing well. I put them in deeper pots last season. I found that they grew a lot, so they like deep pots. Everything here doing quite nicely. I've got some acacia that I grew from seed. These will return to bonsai as well. I have repotted my acacia longifolia bonsai. Looks like some of the branches here died. Oh well, that's okay. I did reduce the roots a lot, and it's in this relatively shallow pot, but it has survived, so that's really good. And it's putting on new growth now, and I'm really happy with how this tree's come along. My bunyias that I showed you how to grow in that video, still doing well, getting a bit big. My South African bulbs starting to die back. My bulbines blooming again. The Albuca spiralis, my seedlings are also blooming, or they finished blooming, and they're producing a lot of seeds. So I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I've got way too many seeds coming up. Some of my Masonia seedlings are starting to die back as well. I will show you a video on how to grow them. That's going to be a special episode. I haven't gotten around to editing it because I haven't recorded the last clip, but I will do that soon, and maybe early next year, that's when it'll come out. My Tahitian lime, it's never really produced any limes for me. It has bloomed, but I don't know why. It's put on a lot of new growth this season, so hopefully this season or next season we'll get some limes. I have removed my mandarin tree from the ground because it just was not doing that well here. It's been in there for 6 years and it was only this big, and when I pulled it out, there was barely any roots. So hopefully it'll do better in this pot. It's still recovering. Same with the ginkgo that I put in the ground. This is starting to leaf out again, so that's really good. My maples over there are starting to grow. My dwarf nectarine, hopefully we'll get some fruit this season. It's blooming really lovely this season, but last season it did get some fruit, but the fruit fell off, which is really strange. So hopefully we'll get some fruit. Do have some finger limes here. They're starting to grow and flower. I think I'm getting some finger limes as well. Some bulbs, they're doing okay. The ground's a bit messy because the snow peas kind of fell over and there's powdery mildew on them. I need to clear them today. My broad beans are okay. I tied them up because some of them are growing too tall. And you can see I'm getting the beans, so that's really good. I've dug up the pre-bonsai already, so there's not any more stuff in the ground, and I want to be planting more crops there. My little bottle tree, or a large bottle tree actually, doing really well. The seedlings were over there, which I probably should have shown you. The bottle tree seedlings are still here from that one video I showed you how to grow them from seed. And I think that's almost it for the backyard. I'm not going to show you the front yard. I did plant some new trees in the front yard and some other stuff. The mango tree is starting to leaf out. I did make a few shorts on how to prune your mango tree. Now, I don't think the mango tree liked the heat, or how quickly the heat came up this season, because it didn't seem to be flowering yet because it grew quite late. And I do prune my mango tree like that every season and it produces flowers. So far I haven't seen any flowers come out, but maybe it's just not time yet and we'll get flowers later. But I'm hoping it doesn't skip a season, because last season it gave me over 70 something fruit. So maybe it used too much energy last season and it needs a break, but we'll see what happens. And let me just check that I've shown you everything. I think I have. I've shown you everything. Oh, I don't know if I've shown you these little seedlings that I've grown. Some more bulbines, the Masonia seedlings which are in that video. Some, I think these are Focarias. They're looking quite nice. And I think that'll be it. But anyways, thanks for watching this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below and I will answer them. But anyways, thanks for watching this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.